What's happening, Panthers Nation? Welcome to Two Fans in the Stands. I'm your boy Tony.
And I'm CJ.
And then this week of Mock Draft Monday, we're going to take a look again at the 39th pick of the second round and see what we can do to maneuver to get up to get a top corner or top linebacker in this year's draft. Let's go. CJ, how you feeling today, cuz?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. We got about three more this included. Three more mock draft Mondays until the draft. So it's getting
Right,
closer. I'm ready to
right.
go.
I don't know how many more different scenarios we could run through, but we're gonna try. I know last week we took Jameer Gibbs with the 39th pick in the draft, and some people were saying maybe we should have took a linebacker or maybe a
Mm-hmm.
defensive end. I'm of the mindset because since we haven't done anything in free agency yet to bolster the cornerback room, was even select the corner. Well, I guess you have to
Yeah.
select the corner to bolster the position. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, we haven't done anything with the cornerback position, and to me and to you, as we both have spoken about, is definitely an area of need and area of concern due to
Yeah.
recent um, injury history at the position. So last week we took Bryce Young with the first overall pick. So this week we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna take CJ Stroud, like I mentioned a couple weeks ago before to us. That's one of those top one of those two will be the top overall pick. So we just alternating each player each week. So this week we're gonna take
Mm-hmm.
CJ Stroud. Go and get it over with.
All right.
So start the draft.
Yep.
All right. So let's keep our eye out for the when we get close to the end of the first round. I would say right there, and let's see what's available from the cornerback position, and then we'll look at linebacker.
All right.
All right, cornerback position. You still got Emmanuel Forbes, Clark Phillips, who I think you can get with the second round pick
Mm-hmm.
if we stayed at 39.
Yeah.
Tyreek Stevenson is another decent cornerback. He's about a second or third round talent that
Mm-hmm.
I give. You know how I feel about DJ Turner. He's definitely be available. And Julius Brents as well. Darius Rush. So we got some corners that I figured that I think would be worth the second round pick at 39. So
Yeah.
we may not have to move up. But let's just see. Let's take a look at linebackers real quick. Okay. Can't argue with our linebackers here. all,
No,
all,
you sure
all
can't.
three,
Mm-mm.
all three of our boys: Drew Sanders, Trenton Simpson, and Jack Campbell. So, I'm a fan of all three. To be honest with you, I
Mm-hmm.
think right now Drew Sanders and Trent Simpson will offer you more versatility than Jack Campbell because you can with Trenton Simpson, his speed and his ability
Mm-hmm.
to cover running backs, tight ends, or even some receivers out of the slot position or out of the backfield, as far as the
Yeah.
running backs. Drew Sanders, scheme versatility. He can play inside linebacker or outside rush linebacker. So you definitely have some versatility there. So to make sure that we get one of these picks, because I don't think Drew Sanders or Trent Simpson will be there at 39. I
What they
say
did
that we
last
try.
week?
Trenton Simpson was, but not Drew Sanders. Not
Okay.
Drew Sanders. So let's target Drew Sanders right here with this pick and see if is there a trade that we can initiate somewhere up at the top of the second round.
Okay.
So who's at the let's see, who's at the top of that second round? Uh Houston, Arizona, Indy, and the Rams. I don't know. What you think? What you see?
Any one of them would be a good target. Let me see who got the first pick in the second round.
Houston does.
Try Houston.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We're gonna go to Houston real quick. So we want to trade the 39th pick in the draft for the 33rd, and we'll also give them pick. Uh, yeah, we'll try that one. Okay, accept it.
Yeah, make it happen.
Yeah. All right. So let's see who we have available. Drew Sanders. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take Drew Sanders right here.
All right. And next pick, 93.
Yeah, 93. Well, what's your thoughts on pick 93? What are you thinking? Cornerback,
Wide
maybe?
receiver, if there's anybody we like.
Okay, let's look at wide receiver. Now my sleeper in the draft is
Mm-hmm.
one of my sleepers is Cedric Tillman, the wide receiver out of Tennessee. I know everybody's
He's
on the
there.
Jalen Hyatt train. I think Cedric Tillman has better hands. He's a bigger receiver,
Mm-hmm.
not a speed burner, but he's a decent route runner. To me, Jalen Hyatt is more of a one trick pony. And
Mm-hmm.
if Cedric Tillman has overcome his recent injury history, that he was having this past year at
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee, I think he would be a good pickup, especially here in the late third round. So yeah, let's take Cedric Tillman right here, wide receiver.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Because I didn't realize I had to remember that DJ Chark only signed a 1 year deal. So this could be a
Yeah,
proven year from him. And after this year, he could be gone. So we're gonna need to
true.
have somebody in the works in reserve at the wide receiver position. So let's take Cedric Tillman.
Yeah. I think we're
All
gonna
right.
take a receiver this year and next year in the draft.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
Cause
I don't know of any wide receivers that's coming out next year. I don't know what the position looks like as far as wide receivers coming out in 2024, but that's definitely a possibility.
mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. So we have pick 114 here. What's best available? All right. Jalen Duncan, offensive tackle out of Maryland, and Eli Ricks, who's a decent cornerback out of Alabama.
Hey, I say go corner. Pick up
Go
Ricks.
corner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Because like we said before, that is a position that hasn't been addressed at all yet in free agency. So if that still stands
Right.
at the draft, you think Carolina will be at least take a corner somewhere in the draft.
Right. Right. All right. So here we are in the fifth round. Now, do you think it's a possibility that we should trade back, maybe pick up an extra pick since we gave away that fourth round pick? Because right here, Houston has one with trade back quite well, 15 spots, but we pick up a
Mm-hmm.
sixth rounder as well. See what else
See what other
available?
picks we got. Yeah.
All right. No, I'm gonna say
Nah.
no on the Chargers. Oh, what's up?
That
Okay,
ain't
so
bad.
you pick up two in this year's draft.
Uh-huh. 6 and the 7.
Let's let's see who else.
Nah.
No, else.
Hold on, wait a minute. They're offering
One
two
sixty.
fifth round picks in the 7th.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, what's that last
Let
offer
me
then?
check that one. Nah.
Uh, I say go with Indies.
Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oops. All right. So we traded back and we picked up two additional picks.
Okay.
All right. Let's move out of that. So pick 162, best available. What we have? Okay, cornerback Riley Moss out of Iowa, Dwayne McBride. Now we want to continue to bolster that linebacker room. I mean that running back room. Dwayne McBride was the leader rusher of the NCAA last year out of UAB.
Mm-hmm.
KJ Henry is there as well. Jared Patterson, another interior offensive lineman at Notre Dame. Andrew Voorhees. Now you know he tore his ACL at the combine, but
Yeah,
he still came in the next day and threw up 38 reps on the bench press. Now, if I don't know
that's what's
if
up.
that don't say OG to me, I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Mm-hmm.
all in for real.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you think we should do? What you think we should do here?
Let me
Okay,
see. Scroll back up. Oh no, you went to linebacker. Okay. Um,
let's see. Okay,
who we look
we're
like at
gonna go.
safety? Yeah, nah.
Mm,
I was kind of
yeah.
looking just to look.
I mean, we do need an edge. KJ Henry is there. KJ Henry is a former 5-star um,
Mm,
defensive end edge rusher out of Clemson. I
yeah.
want to say that he didn't live up to his potential at Clemson for whatever
Mm,
reason, but the ability is there, and that may be something that we can tap into. I'm not sure, and it can still be a position of need.
all right,
I think on the
go back to
defensive
best
side of the
available.
ball, yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, can't really go wrong,
Yeah, I don't think you go wrong with McBride either. KJ
right?
Henry still here. He might still be here at 176, but I've been wrong with that before. So I don't know.
So what
I leave
what
this
what do
one
you
up to you.
what do you think about Riley Moss add another cornerback?
Uh,
Cause
well,
we already said, listen, J.C. Horn is probably the only healthy starting caliber cornerback that we have coming into this
yeah,
year. It's not set in stone that Dante Jackson will be available, and nobody
this
wants
is
to
very true.
see Keith Taylor or C.J. Henderson opposite J.C. Horn based off
Yeah,
what they did last year. So I think adding more competition to that room, it it it, it can elevate certain players.
yeah,
You either going to get elevated or you're gonna get replaced. You know what I'm saying? So I
this is
think,
true.
yeah, I think by the Panthers showing a need to be aggressive in the draft to get a cornerback, I think that might light a fire under certain players, especially in their prove it year. This is CJ Henderson fourth year, oh no, on his rookie contract. So this is like a prove it year if he wants to get that fifth year option picked up.
Yeah. All right, we'll go for corner then.
All right, we're gonna go with Riley Moss.
Nah.
This is another sleeper. Israel Abanikanda. Now
Mm-hmm.
we know Israel Abanikanda, ACC, play against our
Yeah.
Tar Heels. He's a 5'11", about 215 pounds, running like a 4.35 40 at the combine. And he's not just an outside runner. He will
Mm-hmm.
mix it up in between the tackles, and he got that burst. So
Mm-hmm.
I think Israel Abanaconda would be a great pickup right here in the 6th round, especially to help bolster that running back position. What you think?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Let's go ahead and get him.
Yeah. All right. We got one more pick left. Pick 221. We addressed the quarterback, linebacker, wide receiver position, cornerback twice, and running back.
Let's see, is us.
All right. Yeah.
Shoot, I was gonna say I say we pick up some more offensive line depth with that last pick.
Okay. You got Carter Warren. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. Out of
Mm-hmm.
Pitt. And let's see. Interior offensive line. Let's see. Okay. Alex Forsythe, Chandler Zavala out of
Mm-hmm.
NC State. Alex Forsythe out of Oregon.
Yeah, seen Riches from good old Carolina.
Mm-hmm. So you want let's just go best available
Yeah,
here.
let's go for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that completes our draft. Again, CJ Stroud, quarterback, Ohio State. Drew Sanders, linebacker out of Arkansas. Cedric
Mm-hmm.
Tillman, wide receiver out of Tennessee. Eli Ricks, cornerback out of Alabama. Ryden Moss, cornerback out of Iowa. Got Israel Abanaconda, running back out of Pitt. And Alex Forsythe, interior offensive lineman out of Oregon. So, CJ, what's your overall grade on this one?
I give this one an A. I think this was one of our more solid drafts. CJ Stroud, no brainer. Drew Sanders, a position that we haven't addressed in free agency yet. And Scott Fitter already came out and said that he believes that we have enough depth at linebacker. But,
Right,
Drew Sanders at 39, oh, and I'm sorry, 33, we traded to get him, does not hurt
right,
at all. Cedric Tillman, like he was saying, um, we signed DJ Chark 1 year, $5 million. So, like you said, it's a kind of a prove it year for him. And
right,
you never know what Cedric Tillman will do this year and also
right,
in the future. I don't know if he is, quote unquote number one receiver caliber talent, but we'll see what he can do when he get here. Or if he gets here, I'm sorry. But
right,
cornerbacks, Eli Ricks, Riley Moss. We did the same thing last week. We picked up 2 cornerbacks because, like we said, the Panthers don't seem to be moving towards picking up a cornerback at all in free agency.
right.
Scroll down for me, Tony. All right,
Yeah,
Israeli Bonnie Conda, like we said, we seen him, firsthand against our Tar Heels. He's a hard runner who can get in the open field and take off. And like you said, he can catch the ball, he can run outside, he can run inside.
right,
Nothing but depth for our running back room. And
right,
if especially if Chuba Hubbard goes back to being Chuba Hubbard of old. It'd be nice to have somebody there to kind of, see if
Send the
they can't
block
pick up
hands
the slack.
2.0.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, yeah. And Alex Forsett, and we don't know too much about him as of right
Right,
now, but he would be offensive line depth where you cannot go wrong with that. As we saw last year, and we got lucky. It didn't happen to
we
the last
did.
game of the season, but
We
if we
did.
would have messed around and made the playoffs, then that's when that depth would have came in handy.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
I
And
give it overall A. I like this draft.
yeah, I agree with you. And as far as, speaking about the Alex Forsythe and the interior offensive line, you can never have enough players in the trenches on the offensive line and the defensive line. That's where you build your team at. You build it
Mm-hmm.
inside out. I don't care who's at quarterback. If he ain't got the line or a solid line to protect him, he gonna be he's not gonna reach his full potential. Let me say that. Let me take the political route here and just say he's
Mm-hmm.
not gonna reach his full potential, and he's not going to be the quarterback that everybody wants him to be. But if you have a
Exactly.
solid line behind him and have him some weapons to distribute the ball to, you have a better chance at being successful than not. So having an offensive line, because I look at it like this right here, with the interior offense, with the trenches, with the offensive line, you always want to move the line of scrimmage forward. With the defensive
Mm-hmm.
line, you always want to push the line of scrimmage back. So those are just
Yeah.
two important things. You want to be able to move forward and move backwards. And if you don't have a line, especially offensively, it's gonna always get pushed back. So
Yep.
yeah, with the trenches, yeah, we have to go there. But let me just touch on Cedric Tillman real quick. Cedric Tillman, his situation kind of reminds me of when Terrace Marshall came out a couple years ago. Had a little nagging injuries, wasn't 100% healthy, but had that first round talent. Now, I'm not saying that Cedric Tillman has first round talent, but I believe he does have second round talent when healthy. And we saw that when he
Mm-hmm.
came back in the latter part of the year for Tennessee, he was a very productive wide receiver. I believe him coming to Carolina where he won't feel the pressure if we select him. He won't feel the pressure to try to be a number one receiver, and it would probably
Mm-hmm.
give him time to get acclimated to the system, to the NFL, and to take care of whatever um, lingering injuries that he had from last year. Get those things taken care of, and maybe by year two, he can step into that role um firsthand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can be more productive in his second year than his first year is what I'm trying to say. But I like Sergio Tillman. I definitely do. So this draft, I give it a solid A as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I give it a solid A as well. And we addressed the linebacker position at the top of the second round. We traded up to 33rd and got Drew Sanders, which to me would be a no-brainer as well. Like him and CJ Stroud, those are two instant starters right there from day one, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So you got any final thoughts before we get out of here?
No, sir. Not at all. As always, folks, like, subscribe, hit that post notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. And we thank you and look for more help trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
That's right. Well, thank you for watching Two Fans in the Stands Mock Draft Monday. Like we said, click the link, subscribe button. Comment below to tell us what you think of this week's mock draft. And until then, Panther Nation, keep pounding.